Shouldn't be too much coming out of there. And then on the passenger side, same deal. Got your 2 hoses, one in the back, and your electrical connection. Once you remove those, the intake comes off. Now, if you're doing valve covers or you're doing spark plugs, one thing I would recommend is to check this gasket here. There's a gasket here. Make sure that it's not flush with the intake. Make sure that it has a little lip to it. If it does, then you can reuse it. If not, I would probably replace that intake gasket. It's a upper intake plenum gasket is what it's called. All right, so now we get to the, let me grab my light. So this is what it looks like after you pull the intake off. You have your intake here. My recommendation would be to cover that up because you don't want anything falling into that, getting in your engine. So once you pull that intake off, go ahead and cover that up so nothing gets in there. And that gives you access to your 2 valve covers. And as you can see, the valve covers are not the same, they're plastic. One bad thing about these valve covers is, over time, the grommets that are between the coil pack and the plug, there's a seal inside the valve cover gasket. Excuse me, there's a seal inside the valve cover. And that seal gets hard and brittle, which causes oil to leak into the spark plug tube. Did a lot of research. Some people say you can drill them out and replace them. I just chose to buy 2 new valve covers. Got them on eBay for about 70 bucks. Came with the gaskets. And these are the tubes that I'm talking about, the seals that I'm talking about. They're not easily replaceable. So I just went ahead and bought 2 new valve covers. And just make sure if you're doing this on a G35, you just need to know what type of engine you have. Because some of these have these 2 holes in the back for the cam sensors, and some don't. So you just need to know which one you have. I got a VQ35 DE. But yeah, so I ordered those off of eBay. So we're going to be replacing those instead of just replacing the gaskets. So basically from here, it's pretty much just taking your time and working through it. You got, this is the driver's side. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bolts I have to take out to get that valve cover off. I have some lines here. This is the one that was plugged into the throttle body, so remove that out the way. And of course, these are the ones going to the coil pack. So I'll remove the coil packs, and I'll go ahead and mark them so I know which coil pack goes where, because I want to put them back in the same hole. And then you have your cam sensors back here that you have to take out. There's 2 of them. 10mm bolt. Everything here is a 10mm bolt for the most part. When you take off the intake, you're going to need a 12. 12, some pliers, a screwdriver. That's about it. So let's get into it. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove these coil packs. There's 3 of them per side, so it's real simple. Just press down, pull out. No big deal. And these wires pretty much go in the same place when you put them back in the car, so it's pretty hard to get them confused. So yeah, we're just gonna remove these coil packs, and then I'll show you. It's really not hard, but I can do it with one hand. It's real simple. Take the bolt out and remove the coil pack. It's that easy. As you can see, this one has no oil in it, so it's still good, but we want to make sure that this seal, I'm sorry guys, I know light is an issue. We want to make sure that this seal in here, that's the one we got to replace. That's the one, that's the reason I bought the new valve covers, because of that seal. When your battery comes off your light. Anyway, so I'm gonna remove these other two coil packs and then we'll be back. All right, so now that the coil packs are removed, the next thing I'll be removing is these two sensors right here. I believe they're camshaft sensors, but we'll be removing those. Once again, just a 10. And a little tension, they pop out. There's another connection on the back, just got to push it down and pull it out. So I remove those, we'll be back. All right, now that we got those out, you can see back here, they were in there. We'll start removing the bolts that surround the valve cover. The ones in the back, you may have to use a small ratchet with a swivel. But for the most part, like I showed you before, there's one up here, 2, 3 on the sides, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I already took out 12 and 13. So those bolts got to come out, and then once I get those bolts out, we'll come back and show you the final removing of the valve cover on the driver's side. The passenger side is going to be the same way, so we follow the same steps. You have to move a couple more hoses out of the way to get to it, but for the most part, the process is the same. So we'll be back. All right, people, so got all my bolts out. All of them came out pretty easy. The only one you may have a little trouble with is right back here, but I just got a small little small ratchet and a 10, a long 10, and I was able to pull that one out. So now, only thing left to do is go ahead and fish this out. Got this hose here, pull that hose off. Now I'll go ahead and fish this out from the wiring, see if I can do it. Let me set the phone up here. All right, make sure all these are off. And there you have it, valve cover off. It's pretty clean in here. You want to make sure whenever you put the valve cover back in, whenever you put the valve cover back in, you want to make sure you clean these areas really good up in here and on both sides, and then you want to put a little silicone there in the corners to keep it from leaking. If you want to change the spark plugs, of course you don't have to take the valve cover off, but 3 per side. There's the hose, and it's pretty much the same process for the other side. Other side, the only difference is, over here, you got a few hoses to move out the way. So these hoses right here, you just have to take them off. Got one here, but you got a big wire harness here, and then these are ones from the intake. I'll remove this bracket right here. I'll remove this. I think it's a fuel pressure regulator, so that I'll remove just to get that out the way. And of course, this hose will come off. But other than that, it's the same process. Remove the 10 bolts, or excuse me, 12 bolts, coil packs, and the sensors back there, and pull it off. So hope this helps. Everything, putting it back is in reverse order, and I'll actually do a video. I'll add to this video as far as putting the intake back on, but everything else is pretty much the same. So, hey, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them as I get them, and hope you have a great day. We do it all straight from the garage. We out. Hey, quick video, just real quick, just letting you guys know. Got the new valve cover in. Everything fit pretty smooth. No issues going back in. So just wanted to show you how everything fits. This has these little notches on the side. I'm gonna get some zip ties and zip tie these wires down. And other than that, like I said, 13 bolts. Take your coil packs out and take the old one out, put the new one in. So like I said, you guys got any questions, hit me up in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I do this just to help the average man that's doing the average job. So Any content I get, I'll be sure to get to you guys. Appreciate all my subscribers, and tell your friends. We out.